Hello everyone, I'm back, today with a different topic. Not long ago, GW released the trailer for the Age of Sigmar 4th edition. It was nice. However, they released the article today.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
So, what is leaving the Age of Sigmar range? And was this really necessary? The short version? No. And I'm not really happy about this one. We got some cute stories about Citadel miniatures, but that is not going to make up for the fact, or even for the crime that doing this. Two whole faction is leaving the range of Age of Sigmar. One of them is the Beasts of Chaos, also known as the Beastmen, and the other one is the Bonesplitters, so the more feral orcs. The silver lining is, at least these armies will have a free update in forms of the battle tomes. However, their leaving is not good in my opinion. First of all, there was many rumors about the Beasts of Chaos leaving or being merged with the Slaves to Darkness, but still, it hurts. They were a big and interesting part of the Age of Sigmar and the Warhammer lore all in all. And nonetheless, they were one of the coolest part of the Vermintide 2. The Vestigos in that game were just scary. I love those guys. I hope for an updated model, and I have some hope after seeing the new Beast Lord, but they are gone all in all. One of my friends told me that you can use them as Marauders or Warriors of Chaos. Yes, that is true for some extent. However, you have a guy with a flail. That is okay or cool. But a guy with a goat head and a flail is just much cooler for me at least. And I also love the Bonesplitters. They have a cool aesthetic with the Boar Riders, the two orc who is carrying a big sharp spear-like thing to stab a big monster. It was rather funny and interesting. Okay, let's go to the other things that are gone. There are the poster boys, the Stormcast Eternals, or the Sigmarines. These guys have many chambers, they are specialized in different things, warfare, magic, hunting, scouting, and things like that. So you can imagine, I guess. One of their chambers is just annihilated, not lore-wise, but models-wise. There was the Sacrosanct Chamber, the guys who did the magic, and they are all gone. You can't really use them. There are many great models that are lost, if I can say that. The Ballista, Evocators, Sequitors, Lord Veritant. So, yeah, again, we lost some. One thing about the Sacrosanct Chamber, their primary job was to stop Nagash and the undead. So it's really interesting that they just now, guys, we have to go back and do some stuff in Azir. I mean, lads, the 5th Mortarch is just awakened, and the other 4 just breakdancing in our backyard, so... Sigmar, have you been drinking lately? There was a guy in our chat who had around 10,000 points of Stormcast Eternals, and more than a half of them was in the Sacrosanct Chamber, because he liked their playstyle, magic, and stuff, but now that is gone to some extent. Then again, my friend said you can use them as liberators, you can use them as other things. Yeah, that is also an option. However, my counterpoint is, liberators are strong guys, girls, who go there and bonk the enemy. However, the Sequitors are strong guys and girls who go there, do some fancy magic, and after that bonk the enemy. So it's the same, but different. About the Slaves of Darkness. With the arrival of the Dark Oath, so the not fully armored guys, the tribes, the Slaves of Darkness lost access to the warbands from Warcry. And maybe that's a controversial, but this is a good thing, because there is 6 types of models in the unit, with 5 different weapons, and with 3 different rules, so it makes the game flow much easier. But then again, it's a sad thing that many of the Underworld and Warcry bands can be used in this way. But now you can use them as heroes, so it's nice, I guess. Back to the Stormcast for a minute. So not just crying, offering a solution next time, GW, if someone is listening. Next time, if you want more money and want to make the people happy, there is a great option. Remember in 40k you had the Space Marines, and many of the Space Marine chapters had their own books. So in this case, you can make a battle tome for each Stormcast chamber and sell them separately. We can get more lore, more art, more books, and we can still play our models with the way that is intended. Okay, and the last thing, many of the Skaven models and units will go to Legend option. There is 2 things about this one. Many of them were really old and somewhat ugly, so I think that is a good thing if we will have good alternatives. And one interesting thing to note, the Storm Vermins, those are really old and not too beautiful models, are not in the models that are going. So maybe they will have a new sculpt, or they are just staying with their ugly sculpt, and that is still a small victory, I guess. there are some other models that are going to go extinct. The Sylvanet Branch Wraith, Sauros Eternity Warden, Volkia the Bloody, Skula, Madcap Shaman, Big Boss on Gigantic Spider, and Mistweaver Sai. Let's put some silver lining here. Maybe these models are gone, but hopefully some of them will make a grand return, shining new sculpts and great rows. And when that happens, we will be joyful. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching and listening my grumbling. If you like what I do, please consider liking, subscribing, or both. Usually I make a video on each week, and mostly it's about 40k, but if you would like to listen more Age of Sigmar like this video, I will make it happen. In the recent years, I really grew to love Age of Sigmar. It's a good system, even with the also dreaded double turn. And if you haven't tried the game yet, you should definitely do. I hope I see you in the 4th edition.